As soon as our hero absorbed the dark crystal, system notifications began appearing in front of him. And the moment the dark crystal was fully absorbed, a successful notification popped up. Compilation successful. You have obtained the Dark Attribute Cultivation Technique Death Walk. Along with this, our hero also obtained a skill. Death Walk appeared clearly within the system interface. Death Walk, a teleportation technique. Using darkness as its medium, the user can wander within the shadows, traverse the void, and reach the desired destination. Reading these notifications and sensing the power of the dark attribute and the skill itself, our hero began thinking to himself, it sounds mysterious, but in reality, it's just a teleportation skill. However, even though the skill is simple, its potential use in battle is impossible to estimate. He then tried activating Death Walk. As he teleported, he was still thinking, spatial teleportation. This is practically a skill that combines both survival and escape into one. And there's one more thing after being acknowledged by the mark of death. I've shifted from indirectly absorbing dark attributes to directly absorbing them. At present, my control over dark attribute spiritual power has improved significantly. After defeating the King of Death and absorbing the remaining dark energy from its residual spirit crystal, I can clearly feel it. I am now getting closer and closer to the Vajra realm. Only one step remains. While testing the skill, he moved toward his room. Inside the room, when his eyes landed on the spirit crystal resting on the table, our hero recalled, there's still one Yang attribute spirit crystal left. It was originally the reward Chen Ruo promised for helping Moon City resolve its crisis. After the King of Death was eliminated, both Su Qingying and I almost forgot about this matter. As a result, Moon City felt that Chen Ruo handing the crystal to me privately was not solemn enough, so they even held a grand handover ceremony. They even built a statue for me again. Then, holding the spirit crystal in his hand, his expression turned extremely serious. No matter, this isn't a big problem. He then began cultivating once again, preparing to absorb the spirit crystal. The moment he was ready to do so, a powerful Yang attribute fire energy suddenly formed outside his house. At the same time, a system notification appeared. Yang attribute fluctuation detected. Preliminary analysis identifies it as a Yang attribute spirit crystal. Initiating ultimate computational power. Compiling. Immediately afterward, the crystal began absorbing into his body. After only a brief delay, another system notification appeared, indicating the process was complete. The instant the crystal was fully absorbed, a surge of powerful energy erupted from within our hero's body. At that moment, flame-type wings burst forth from his back, and more system notifications began appearing. You have obtained the Yang attribute cultivation technique Sun God. Sun God can summon a towering and majestic Yang deity manifestation, appearing within the void, burning all realms. At the same time, over Tai City, a phoenix-shaped projection formed entirely from powerful fire energy appeared, shining brilliantly in the sky and drawing everyone's attention. Someone exclaimed, "Guys, there's a golden giant figure over Tai City. It looks like the legendary golden crow descending to the world. I'm in High City and I've already been blinded by the light." Another person said anxiously, "Could this be another bizarre disaster? I'm really scared. Things just stabilized not long ago." A media reporter shouted into his live broadcast, "Don't panic. This is Tai City. I suspect it's that Taoist senior who saved the entire Tai City. He's undergoing another tribulation." This news was also trending on the Pioneer Awakener forum, appearing on Awakeners' phones as they read through it. People were discussing it wildly. One user commented, "Location, Tai City. That familiar domineering Yang attribute aura is back again." Another user wrote, "Has Lord Sealer advanced and unlocked a new ability again? This celestial phenomenon feels different from before." Someone else complained, "The lives of ordinary pioneers are lives too. I was just passing by while doing a mission, almost got roasted into a wild mountain monkey." Meanwhile, several awakeners were reading the forum together while sitting in a forest. There were 5 of them. One of them said while reading, "Damn, this sealer is insanely powerful. When will we finally get the chance to smash B Country in the face?" Another immediately replied, "That so-called Grand Prophet from B Country yesterday, just listening to him, you can tell he's half-baked nonsense," claiming he calculated that Zia Country wouldn't survive the first year of spiritual revival. At this moment, Chu Kingly spoke up after hearing this, "That B Country prophet, what if what he said is actually true?" A team member scoffed after hearing her words, "Those who worship superstition and twisted beliefs, if anyone is going to fall, it'll be them first." After hearing this, Chu Kingly said, "But Zia Country really has experienced a lot lately." The moment she said that, 2 people stood up and spoke toward her. One of them said sharply, "What do you mean by that? Are you an insider or something?" The other added mockingly, "Hey, how long have you even been awakened? You're still only at Ghost Axe Realm. 1 star? Isn't that way too weak?" Hearing this, Chu Kingly replied coldly, "So what? Isn't Ghost Axe Realm 1 star already more than enough? If it weren't for the spiritual revival, you wouldn't even be qualified to look down on me here." One of the men walked right up to Chu Kingly, smiling smugly as he said, "Oh, I get it, I get it. A young miss like you who's always looked down on others, you must be really dissatisfied with the spiritual revival, right? Doesn't it feel bad being looked down on now? Well, you'll just have to endure it. Because in the world now, you're the trash." Upon hearing this, Chu Kingly said seriously, "Ridiculous. What strength do you people even have yourselves? In front of Sealer, wouldn't you all still bow and scrape the same way? If you want to mock me, become a powerhouse like him first." At that moment, a laughing voice came from behind. "Wait a second. You're not thinking of teaming up with Sealer, are you?" The other team members burst into laughter. One laughed loudly and said, "Are you even worthy? I've never heard of Sealer teaming up with anyone." Another added, "You've been kicked out of the team. Hurry up and go find Sealer instead." Everyone continued mocking Chu Kingly as they moved forward. Hearing their words, Chu Kingly ran after them and shouted, "Wait! I completed missions together with you. Give me the rewards that belong to me." However, one of the men replied coldly and seriously, "You still want rewards? We didn't even ask you for compensation that's already generous." As he said this, he punched Chu Kingly hard in the stomach, knocking her backward, and coldly told her to stay where she was and leave. The punch was extremely powerful. Chu Kingly was in pain, standing frozen in place as she endured it. Gritting her teeth in rage, she muttered to herself, You people, just wait." And with that, the 4 of them left her there and walked away. After this, the story shifts to the Teishi Spirit Association, where our hero is watching a video together with a senior member of the association. In the video, several posts were being discussed. One of the posts read, "B Country's Grand Prophet releases shocking statements. Blue Star's #1 nation, Zia Country, will not survive more than 1 year. Is it true or false? What exactly is their purpose? Rational discussion. Should topics related to B Country be temporarily banned?" Looking at these posts, our hero spoke calmly. This prophecy, has it really had such a huge impact on the pioneers on our side? Hearing this, the senior replied, "Yes, that's why we need you to speak using an officially verified account. In order to prevent anyone with ulterior motives from probing your true identity, we had no choice but to ask you to come here personally." Su Qingying was also present. She spoke up in the middle of the conversation. B Country is extremely skilled at using public opinion and psychological warfare. Even before spiritual energy revived, they used methods like this many times. All of this is meant to shake our people's confidence, prevent us from finding peace, and obstruct our cultivation. The senior then looked at our hero with a serious expression and said, "That's right. News has already spread within Zia Country that your strength is comparable to that of the King of Anomalies. They can no longer sit still. B country will never allow us to cultivate steadily and grow stronger like this. It said that the natural disaster that almost occurred in Divine City earlier had B country's involvement behind the scenes. Hearing this, our hero became serious as well and said thoughtfully, "But their strength isn't greater than ours, is it? If they could truly control natural disasters, then why?" Before he could finish, the senior continued, "We don't know either. Originally, all countries predicted that disaster would occur in B country. Yet in the end, it nearly happened in Divine City instead, and we almost lost Elder Wu along with many elites." Our hero then walked toward the laptop, pressed a button, and said, "That really is something I failed to consider." He then posted a message. In that post, he spoke about his upcoming breakthrough. "The apocalypse can't catch up to the speed of my breakthrough." This post instantly reached all awakeners. The moment they saw it, discussions erupted everywhere. Someone exclaimed, "Sealer is breaking through again? Could it be he's about to advance to the Vajra realm?" Another person said in shock, "How terrifying is this kind of progress?" Someone else shouted excitedly, "Holy crap! The god of Great Zia, standing at the peak of the new era of spiritual revival." Another person added, "Wait, haven't you all noticed? The so-called prophecy of hell descending, didn't it already appear in Moon City?" The post spread everywhere. Meanwhile, after posting it, our hero fell into deep thought and said seriously to himself, "At a time like this, there's no need for long speeches, and no need to attack B country with words. All I need to do is use the simplest method and tell them about my strength." After this, the story shifts to B country's Information Occupation Center, where everyone is busy with their work. A man who is a network data expert among B country's pioneers reads our hero's post and immediately explodes in anger, shouting furiously, "This sealer is absolutely despicable. Why is his influence so terrifying? Have you still not obtained any information on Sealer? You're all completely useless. If you don't find this person, none of you deserve to keep eating from this bowl. No one can stop our plan." After that, the story shifts back again to the other side. After making the post, our hero speaks to the senior and says calmly, "This should be enough to calm things down for a while." Hearing this, the senior laughs and says thank you. Just at that moment, a person comes running over at full speed and shouts urgently, "Lord Sealer, a notification has arrived from headquarters. 2 powerful attribute forces have merged in the western region of Zia country, forming a new forbidden zone. Zia country has already sealed it off." Hearing this, our hero immediately asks, "What kind of attributes?" The person replies, "Yang attribute and dark attribute. That's why it's extremely dangerous, but it may also contain an enormous opportunity. Headquarters C Profound 1 personally informed us. If you're interested, you can depart tomorrow morning." Upon hearing this, our hero becomes delighted, thinking happily, "This is perfect. I can test my 2 new abilities." After that, the story shifts to outside the Minjing Forbidden Zone in western Zia country. A powerful tornado-like phenomenon has already formed there, appearing at the peak of a mountain. All military vehicles have arrived at the scene, and our hero is also present inside one of the military vehicles. As soon as he arrives and looks at the scene before him, he says, "No wonder you sent so many people to follow me here, and even need to conduct real-time monitoring." At this moment, the tornado has become even more terrifying. Someone begins explaining, "That's right. This black storm curtain is the natural barrier of the Minjing Forbidden Zone. Only by breaking through it can one enter. Inside, Yang attribute and Dark attribute clash violently. The fluctuations are treacherous and unpredictable, with ever-changing phenomena." Then, looking toward our hero, he asks, "Sealer, are you ready?"